Hello there everyone, and welcome back to Building Made Easy, the show where I take your god requests and then show you how to build them. Today, we are covering Agni, but if this wasn't the god that you were hoping for, make sure you subscribe to the channel because I do a new one of these videos every single week. So let's start talking about Agni. Agni is one of those gods that is never really going to be out of the meta for two reasons. One, he is really good at poking, and then the second being the fact that he can stun the entire enemy team for a second with one ability combo. Okay, so with that said, how can we build Agni to really bring his whole kit out and make him super effective? Well, that's a great question, loyal viewer. So what we're gonna do and what I have experimented with excessively is we are going to start off the game by rushing Bancroft's talent. So what Bancroft's talent does is it gives you 100 power and some lifesteal to sustain yourself in lane. But more important is the fact that you can technically have 100 power in 5 minutes. And this creates a really powerful lane for you. It can get countered if the jungler knows what he's doing, but in general, this puts you significantly further ahead than the other mid laner, and it really takes the other mid laner off guard when you are dropping Agni bombs on them that are dealing close to 200 damage at the 5-minute mark. So now let's dive into the rest of the build. After you finish your Bancroft's Talon, you are going to be building your boots. For Agni, I recommend the pen boots. But it's after you're finished the boots that the build starts taking some more interesting turns. And personally, these are all what I think is the best, but obviously there are going to be differing opinions out there. After I finish my boots, I am going to be building Spear of Desolation. Not for the passive. I personally think the passive is irrelevant. Now, what Spear of Desolation does is it does give you 10% cooldown, some flat pen, and that's really it. But for 2600 gold, it is a pretty good power stick. And this is really helping your power curve. And since at this point in the game, I'm thinking like 12-ish minutes into the game, right? The enemy team isn't going to have too much magical protection because both the Guardian and the solo lane both prioritize getting physical protection first in most circumstances. Now, after Spear of Desolation, I am picking up Spear of the Magus, and this is really to eliminate those solo laners and those Guardians because they should be tankier at this point. Spear of the Magus is great on Agni simply because his passive also procs it, and it's fantastic. Now, after Spear of the Magus, I'm building Shaman's Ring because 10% additional damage is basically penetration. It's not technically penetration, but it works the same because you're dealing more damage. And then finally, I finish up with Chronos Pendant because this cooldown reduction and that awesome Chronos Pendant passive are fantastic in the late game. Now, the last thing I'm going to touch on before I end the video is, as Agni, you want to first max out your Flame Wave or your 2. You're always upgrading your ult where you can, and then you're upgrading your Flame Dash before your stun, because the stun doesn't improve. So yeah, that's all the time that I have for this video. Leave me your suggestions in the comments down below, and leave a like if you enjoyed. I'll see you guys in the next one. Hey guys, thank you all so much for watching. If you want to see more stuff from me in the future, hit my face in the bottom left to make sure you subscribe and keep up to date with me. If you want to watch more stuff from me right now, I have quite a bit to choose from, but I'm going to put 2 videos on the screen right now for you to choose from. Anyway guys, this is Keltick, signing off. Have yourselves a casual day.